Okay, this is Liberation Theology Reflection over the newest book we're reading, Hidden in the Rubble by Rubble. And I really liked Aristide's book a lot, but I like this one maybe a little bit more because I just think it's an easy read, and I'm all about that. He puts everything through a more contemporary Christian lens, I would say, more than a very political and spiritual lens that Aristide had. Also, as compared to the very narrow lens, I would say, that Cone used in his book. So you don't need like a doctorate in theology or 2 dictionaries like you needed to read Cone to read this book, and you also don't need a major in Haitian history to read this. And I think he does a really good job at sort of pointing out the out-of-touch sensibilities we have here in America, especially when it comes to the subject of Haiti. And he does a really good job when talking about homelessness in general. And he even admits it himself, and I would say that I would be guilty of this too, that if we see a homeless person, it's easy to say, well, they're probably a drug addict or they're just lazy. And when you identify them like that, you're sort of just taking away every duty you would have to help them. You're pretty much saying, I'm not going to help them because it's their fault. And he contrasts this by saying, Jesus never did that. He never identified somebody if they were homeless. He just reached out to help them. And I thought that was a very, very poignant point. And it was also shocking when he actually went into other factors of Haitian life. Of course, throughout this course we talked about it's not just the poverty, but it's also the violence there. He goes into that a little bit, but he also talks about not just the violence, but the health issues that face them. And of course, I would think that the people there would probably have a worse time when it comes to healthcare, but he talked about how a lot of kids have parasites and worms, so even if they do get fed, 20% of their food's getting taken away by whatever parasites they have. That's terrible, so it's like, even if you give some kids food, it's not going to help them that much, and it just kind of further illustrates the problems there that we need to find a way to fix. He also goes on talking about Father Tom Hagen. He's kind of a figure to be lifted up in this, and how he sort of helped him going through the slums in, what was it called, the City of the Sun, or the City Soleil. And he just really does a good job of putting Haiti through a lens that somebody in America can understand, because he kind of tears down his own walls as he goes to Haiti. He has a lot of very good, I guess you could say, Twitter-friendly or Facebook status-friendly quotes in this whole book. Like, he goes to Haiti and he realizes how out of touch he was, and he says, what is it here? St. Francis may have chased after Lady Poverty, but I chased after Brother BMW. I thought that was very, very American, and I think we can all identify with chasing our own Brother BMWs, whether it be a car or not, as we go through this class and we kind of break down our own biases. So I really like this book. I like Aristide's book too, just because I found out a lot about Haitian history, but I think just as an overall good, encouraging read, I really like this book.